Cause that bitch go pew when I shoot, it's on me. That bitch go pew when I shoot, it's on me. That bitch go pew when I shoot, it's on me. Copycat nigga tryna copy what I do. Damn.
Cause my skin is different. You wanna claim I'm resisting abuse of power broken along with the system. So tell me why the fuck would we listen if y'all ain't even paying attention? We got real sons dying in this shit. Way too many mamas crying in this shit. You already know you out of line for this shit. And if you ain't saying nothing, then you fine with the shit, you little silent bitch.
A lot of people don't know this, and it shows. But I'm just gonna say it. I'm tired of holding it in. I'm just gonna speak my mind. Race is biological. It's the color of your skin. It's what physically characterizes you as the person that you are. Ethnicity is your cultural identity, sweetie. Your cultural expression cannot be black. So stop using black and African interchangeably because sweetie it doesn't work that way. Stop being stupid. Before you open your mouth, please read the book on it. Maybe Google the definition. Oh, it's so bad. When you have all these books on the plethora of links, move out. Just help you with that definition.
Stop right there, because I got to speak on something when it comes to this Black Lives Matters. I was having a conversation the other day, and this girl says, I just can't support it. All lives matter. You're right, Karen. All lives do matter. But let me put it to you like this. Say we all sit down to eat, and everybody gets a plate of food except for Bob. Bob says, I'm hungry. I want a plate of food. Karen says, we're all hungry, Bob. Bob says, but I don't have any food. I deserve food. Karen says, we all deserve food, Bob, with her full plate, and continues to eat. Do they all deserve food? Of course. But saying it doesn't change the fact that Bob still doesn't have any. Do all lives matter? Yes. But saying it doesn't change the fact that Black lives haven't mattered for years. Don't be mad because you don't have a movement. Be happy you don't need one. Black lives matter.
I walk in like a timepiece. I go straight to VIP. I never pay for my drinks. My entourage behind me.
Hear me, help me, join me. Won't you sing along? Now we're gonna be evil. It's true, never gonna think twice. And we're gonna be spiteful.
10 good things Donald Trump has done for America. Thank you for watching. Follow my Instagram.
This world is such a gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like it. You taught that from school, everywhere. Big business. You want to be successful? You want to be like Trump? Gimme. Push. Step. Crush. That's how it all is. And there's no way that these people should own planes and their people don't have houses, apartments, shacks, drawers, pants. I know you're rich. I know you got $40 billion, but can you just keep it to one house? You only need one house. And if you only got 2 kids, can you just keep it to 2 rooms? I mean, why have 52 rooms and you know there's somebody with no room? It just don't make sense to me. It don't. We gotta survive here. For us to survive here, white folks, black folks, Korean folks, Mexican folks, Puerto Ricans, we gotta understand each other. You need to do something. You need to check yourself and see how racist you are. You know what I'm saying? It's real.
This is America. Don't got you slipping up. Look how I'm living up. Police be tripping up. Yeah, this is America.
Y'all want to get mad at people for looting, but you won't tell us where you get those artifacts for your museums. You want to get mad at us for rioting, but you literally made a professional football player lose his job for kneeling. Y'all want to tell us to not destroy public property, but keep telling me about the Boston Tea Party every year at school. So baby, why don't you come catch this fade, sport? Because I'm ultimately tired.
I'm shadow banned, so like y'all probably aren't gonna see this. If you do see it, please do the whole like share cancel thing, because like people need to know. The officer involved in George Floyd's death was brought up on excessive force charges multiple times and was not prosecuted on those charges because the person in charge was Amy Klobuchar. Now, if you've somehow checked out and forgot that she tried to just run to be the Democratic nominee for the United States, she is in the running to be one of Joe Biden's VP picks. She did not prosecute police officers on more than 24 counts of police brutality and police misconduct while she was in office. She does not deserve to be the Vice President of the United States. Please let everybody know.
I want to go ahead and make a real quick video. I'm not scared of the police knowing my information because they already do. They already saw me with my mask off when they pepper sprayed me on Thursday night. They already know who I am. I'm not scared of it. I understand that I could go missing, and I want this video right here to make it known that if I go missing or my body is found, I did not run away, did not run off with some secret lover, no, none of that shit. I did not kill myself, and they will try to bring up my mental illness, and they will try to show the videos that I have in the past, but I did not kill myself. I want to make that known right here. I am not scared, and I have since been covering my face to protect myself from any further actions that I partake in while I'm still protesting, but they already know who I am. They already know what I've done because I've already been vocal about it. They have my shit on camera. I was on the news. I'm not scared, but this video right here serves as proof that if I go missing, I did not run away and I did not kill myself.
Recently, I've seen a lot of white people ask, how is this happening? How does this continue to happen? How can the police just be killing unarmed, innocent black citizens? Well, let me show you some history. This right here is the badge of a runaway slave patrol officer, aka the actual local law enforcement. In the 1860s, these were people paid by private citizens to hunt and kill black people. And this is a very modern day badge of a sheriff today. You add all this up plus the alliance of the KKK in the 1960s, and we have an extremely inherently racist, corrupt police system. Now, I'm not saying that every police officer is a racist person and a murderer, but I am saying at the core of the police organization, there is a system of racism and corruption. So if you want to know what you can do, just know the country is built on some bullshit and we need your help changing it.
Damn, wouldn't it be crazy if those protesters knew that instead of using those suspiciously random bricks conveniently placed all along the cities for the purpose of inciting violence, instead they could use it to implement one of Hong Kong's 2019 protest strategies, creating little stone hedges and possibly even gluing them and placing them all along the streets as hypothetically shown in the above image, effectively blocking police car traffic? They would be unstoppable.
I really hate when motherfuckers have the nerve to be like, oh, black people bring race into everything. But it's like, do you really think that our society was not built on racial inequality? Like, America was constructed and carried on the backs of black people from the moment we were brought over here in chains at the bottom of boats because white people thought we were inferior because we were darker. Like, it had everything to do with race since day one. And that was y'all saying it. We didn't say shit about it. We were given freedom roughly 160 years ago. So literally, go back 3 generations, we were slaves. Jim Crow literally dictated how we were able to operate in society based off of our race. Like, we couldn't drink from the same water fountains, we couldn't attend the same movie theaters. And then we had to be given civil rights 60 years ago, within a lifetime ago. Like, there are niggas walking this earth who did not have civil rights, but we make everything about race. We don't even have equal rights yet, but okay. Like, white folks made it about race for centuries, but we're not supposed to talk about it.
Okay, hear me out. I have an idea for the protest. So throughout this whole time, we've all been protesting in smaller groups, but it's hard to get a giant protest, you know, all on one day, like uniting the nation, like protests everywhere. My proposition is, along with the blackout that's happening from July 4th through July 7th, where we're not buying anything from the economy to make their pockets hurt, we could also nationwide and even maybe worldwide do a protest on the same day. not only will we tire out the police throughout the nation, because there's no way that they can handle all of us at the same time. There's just not enough police. We could also get our point across that we have unity, and we have numbers, and we have power, and we will not stand down until we are heard. Please share this. Please share this. Like, copy link. Like, I want to spread this idea around. Because this could be like our climax, you know? It's only a month away. That's totally enough time to get stuff, totally enough time to plan, spread it across different social medias. Like, please, let's remake America.
This video is extremely important, so please keep watching. Please do whatever you can to share this message because everybody needs to hear this that lives in the United States. Today in Donald Trump's speech, he threatened to completely militarize the country if governors do not comply to bringing the National Guard into their state. If worse comes to worse, this would literally be him declaring martial law. If you don't know what martial law is, put on your seatbelts. Although this has not happened yet, martial law is when the president can literally take civil rights away from the people of the United States. It would also mean that the military is coming into all cities to control the people. It also means that every single branch of the government no longer has control of the people, only the president does. This would be directly impacting me, you, anybody on the right. Every single person in the United States would be drastically affected by this. Martial law would literally take away our right to free speech, which is exactly what conservatives and people on the left fight for every single day. If you are conservative and you are watching this and being completely okay with this, I need to ask you a question. Are you siding with Trump because it fits your moral compass? Or are you siding with him because he's a Republican? This no longer is about right and left or who you support. This is about fighting for the common good of the population of the United States. Do not support Donald Trump.
Please stop scrolling and listen to me just for a second. Along with everything going on in the world right now, I would like to introduce you to my friend Alejandro Vargas Martinez. In December 2018, he was walking to school, an innocent 15-year-old child, and he was shot. And still to this day, there has been no arrest made. I want to spread awareness, and I want his name to be heard, and I want justice to be served because he deserves justice. His life was amazing, and his life was worth it, and Black Lives Matter. And I'm not black, but I mourn with you. So please share this video, and please spread awareness and get justice for my friend.
This is another extremely important message. Signal boost this shit. When I was at court this morning, the public defenders that were there, the main advice they were giving us, if you have video recording evidence of your arrests and it's on social media, it's on your phone, save it. Put it on a fucking hard drive because they're gonna delete it. That's what he fucking said. A lawyer, a fucking attorney, I don't know what. Someone that works with the law is warning us they're going to delete this footage. They will try to cover this up as hard as they fucking can. We are the only things stopping them. We have each other. Only trust each other.
Fuck these petty niggas is a bitch motto. If I say it on wax, every bitch follow. If I'm sipping in the club, mix misguided.
White people can be racist, but not people who are black. Well, I guess that's true, because as far as I knew, we were never enslaved, whipped, or sold. So don't you see how that argument's getting kind of old? And now I don't know what you've been told, but black people are taught to watch your tone, and if the cops ever catch you out alone, better put your hands up before they grab the hose. Oh, but white people feel oppressed too. You say when a black man starts talking about his day, why do you only say that you feel that way when people of color talk about their pain? Breonna, Tamir, Ahmaud, George, these are the people we're fighting for. They were killed because the color of the skin they wore, and the numbers only going up more and more, the numbers getting bigger. God, I pity the grave digger, but I don't pity you when you get triggered every time we're told we can't say
no justice, no peace. No worries, sis. Police. No justice, no peace. No worries, sis. Child O2C without my eyes. I don't hear nothing. Bro, you might as well call me Helen Keller, because I don't hear nothing. Guess that ain't working. Try something else, I guess.
Whoa, brother, whoa! I'm not here for the violence. I see you now. Y'all always trying to be violent with this movement.
Wasn't that just peaceful 5 seconds ago?
What do you say we do now?
Oh. Okay. No justice, no peace, and no racist.
You know what the definition of anti-black is? Being against the black community. You see this shit? You see this shit? You see how many black people are holding up signs that say abolish ICE? You see this shit? They are fighting for us. They've been fighting for us disproportionately. I've seen more love from the black community towards Hispanics than Hispanics towards the black community. How many Latinos you know say the N-word? Now name how many family members you have that say racist shit up against black people. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. My parents were immigrants. I have undocumented family members. I worked at clubs that help undocumented people. And when I'm here to tell you that black people support us, I'm telling you black people support us. So stop making it about us when it's not. We will have our moment, we will shine, but right now it's not the time. You are creating division where we don't need it.
Don't you agree? Don't you agree? Who needs to go to sleep when I got you next to me? Yeah.
I'm gonna make this TikTok. I hope people spread this. Please spread this to as many people as you know. Even if you don't like the person, please send this to them, because this is very cheap and very effective, and it can help somebody. The pigs are starting to use chemical weapons as tear gas. So with that being said, we need protection. And for those who really need protection but are working on a budget, I have a solution. These right here are soda 2 liters that have been cut and lined with electrical tape. Please make sure these are tight and that they fit and no air can get out of them, because even though mine don't work, people can make these work. I'll explain more in part 2. Due to the previous 2 that I've uploaded, I've decided to show how to make a quick filtration device. What we're gonna do first is you're gonna take a Coca-Cola bottle and get 2 individual holes into it. I don't care what caps you use, Diet Coke, it doesn't matter. All you need to do is manage to get 2 holes into it. I used a drill, you can use a punch, anything that you have available. And then what we're going to do is just simply fasten it up with hot glue. This is just a quick little jerry rig I put together so that way they wouldn't. Now that I've hot glued it, I'm going to put a thin wrap of duct tape around it. This will go on as a filtration device connector to the mask and the filter. In a quick way I'm going to make a filter is I'm going to squeeze the bottom onto this like so. I will not fill this up with anything, but I've been told activated charcoal does work well.
Black, that's what they see first. Why you pulling me over, sir? I know my rights, I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm just reaching for my ID, I don't wanna die. Mama! I can't breathe, my hands are up, please don't shoot, get off me, please don't shoot, I can't breathe. I am enough, I am strong, I am beautiful. No, you cannot touch my hair, it's my turn to speak. If you can't see my blackness, you don't see me. No, I will not be quiet, fuck you. Stop killing us. Black lives matter, no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Say his name. Stop killing us. Please, I can't breathe. My stomach hurt, my neck hurt, everything hurts. They're gonna kill me. Somebody help me. I'm innocent.
I'm gonna say this once, and please listen. Hashtag George Floyd and hashtag Black Lives Matter weren't available for use for hours today. It took Black Twitter, it took fucking Shade Room, it took blogs in order for fucking TikTok to make an announcement. Disgusting. You had multiple people rate 1 star on the TikTok app and it did nothing. I don't know about you, but I'm tired. I'm tired of going through this constantly, and you have white supremacists on this app making degrading, dehumanizing content. So I suggest something. Starting June 1st until June 3rd, we don't post a damn thing on TikTok. Not a single thing. They like to use us as pawns. They like to silence us. Well, guess what? For 3 days, they won't have any type of content. That goes for big creators and small creators.
They talk trash about Obama, but he had to work with what Bush gave him. And you see what he gave Donald Trump. A great economy. Here's another example. Bush gave Obama a terrible unemployment rate. But if you look closely, Obama gave Donald Trump a wonderful one. Here's another one where the job growth was terrible. Obama fixed it and then gave it to Trump. But you know, nothing I say against Trump is fact, so...
Stop scrolling for a second, everyone under the age of 22. Do the share other cancel thing. I need as many people to see this as I can. This is for like teenagers, young adults, anyone. Children. What did we grow up watching? What did we grow up reading? I'm talking books like Percy Jackson, Harry Potter, Divergent, Hunger Games. Shows like Avatar: The Last Airbender. What were those teenagers doing? What were they fighting against? Corrupt, systematically oppressive government. You guys were so quick to imagine yourself in that scenario, and now we are faced with one, and y'all are silent. And no, I'm not talking about the minorities who are already at a disadvantage in America, who are on the front lines. I'm talking about other white or white-passing teenagers in America who are sitting by and watching this happen. Y'all were so quick to say fuck the ops when your house party got shut down, but now y'all silent. We are the revolution. It is no longer a question of will we or will we not revolt. It is what side of history do you want to be remembered fighting for?
Yo, I love white people. Like, seriously, the white people that support Black Lives Matter, y'all are the coolest people, bro. Like, no cap, y'all might think the most dangerous people who are at the protests are like the black people or the minorities. No, bro. The most ruthless people are the freaking white people, bro. Y'all never be scared. I saw this one video of this white dude going inside a police officer's face. The police officer was like, hey, back up, back up. He's like, what are you gonna do about it, man? What are you gonna do about it? Then the police officer put his hands on him. That white dude said, the police officer was gone. The other officers looking around like, did he really just do? Yeah, he did. The white dude just sitting there like, man, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. And that's why I love you, white people. Keep doing you.
Alright, baby, let's talk riots. First of all, if you've been saying that the riots delegitimize the movement and you are A, non-black, therefore removed from centuries of anti-black oppression, B, only talk about injustice when it is convenient or popularized, or C, spend more energy bemoaning the riots than you did the actual deaths of Ahmaud, of Breonna, of George, then it is not the movement but your opinion that has been delegitimized. Next caller. Second of all, there are multiple accounts that the people who are actually instigating these riots have been a combination of paid agitators, overzealous cop intervention, and white anarchists. There's an overwhelming number of protesters that are risking their lives to put out fires, to give medical aid to people who need it and protect them from police and others who would use this for their personal gain. Also, can we talk about the fact that during a worldwide pandemic involving a respiratory disease, the police are still using tear gas and mace to dispel crowds? Also, hello, do we not remember the riots in the 60s and the 90s and how everyone said that there would be more riots if things did not get better in America? Do you not remember after every time y'all stole a black life from us that we said things are going to get worse? The only thing y'all like to play more than devil's advocate is the fool.
I'm asking everybody that who has a heart, please do not let Trump be our president again. Do not re-elect him. Please. Please. I'm turning 18. I'm going to be voting. if y'all let Trump be our president again, we are literally done for. We are done. I don't even have nothing to say. If y'all re-elect him, I'm moving. I'm moving to Jupiter. Period.
I guess this is another story time. I lost my newborn baby. I had to drive in a taxi carrying its dead body to the hospital. In 2012, I was falsely accused of shoplifting and physically assaulted by the police. The combination of being abused by the police and losing my child left me with severe mental health issues. The man that assaulted me, James Kiddy, was eventually let go. He dragged me by my hair and beat me. However, later on in 2014, when I was detained in a mental health facility, I was sexually assaulted by someone that I trusted. As I defended myself against my attacker, they called the police. I was arrested for assault for defending myself against someone that was trying to rape me. Rather than put me in a place that could better suit my needs, considering I had severe mental health issues, they put me in a jail cell. I was later found dead in that cell. I was never once given the medical help or the medication that I needed. My family were told that I strangled myself in my cell. However, we all know that's physically impossible. Her name was Sarah Reed, and she was failed by the police on multiple occasions.
We begged you to stop. You replied with, "We can't hear you." So now that we're rioting, bitch, we can play deaf too. You painted us as criminals when the unjust was just you. So fuck that courthouse, that police station, and fuck that zoo too. These buildings are supposed to represent the American way, but there's black blood in your flag, 3 bodies in 4 days. And you racist ass crooks think we're supposed to silently protest? While your Ku Klux Blue Klan is aiming their guns at my chest, I'm sick of raising my babies to be targets. And in case you're not getting me, fuck that target. Y'all are just scared because shit is getting dark now. We getting mad now. We told you weren't listening. I bet you wish you had now. Black Lives Matter is a movement, not just a fad now. We found power and unity. And oh, they fucking mad now. You gave us minimal freedom and treated us like we were nothing, and now that you're begging for peace. Black people, y'all hear something?
Again?
I don't care how you spread this news, but spread this news fast as humanly fucking possible. 45, the President of the United States of America has just used presidential action to mobilize U.S. military forces to control these riots, to get them under control. In his words, basically, one way or the other, the country is going to win because it always does. He just had DC Police, the Secret Service, and DC National Guard attack peaceful protesters with tear gas so they could get the fuck out of the way, so that way he could walk from the White House to St. John, St. Paul, whatever church they set on fire, so he could walk over there and take some fucking pictures. You had peaceful protesters attack so you could take a fucking photo. My dude, what the fuck are you doing? He needs to be removed from office. Spread the news. Everybody, everywhere all over the country needs to watch their back because the military is now coming for you. If you are rioting, they are coming to get you.
Excuse me, officer. Excuse me. Can I have a minute of your time? I just need to give an understanding of something. Do you mind? See, I understand why, officer. Why you feared for your life. A dangerous job you have. You put the uniform on and worry whether you'll make it home at night. Wow. I wonder. You get to take the uniform off. Must be nice. No, I understand why. The possibility that if you knew something, I might know better. That if you thought something, I might think smarter. That if you ran something, I might run faster and farther. See, that's where you're wrong, officer. You did not fear for your life. You feared mine.
I've been walking, my face turned to the sun. Weight on my shoulders, a bullet in my gun. See, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. Do what I can when I can, while I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I'm gonna stand up.
Hey guys, just a quick heads up. I don't know how many of you live in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I'm about a half an hour from there. I'm right outside of Hershey. And on Monday, June 8th, there's a Facebook group called SCOBO, SCOBO, and they are planning a protest for George Floyd, except it's not. It's actually a gun rally. So all they're trying to do is get people killed. So if you or someone you know is in Harrisburg, PA, and they were interested in doing it, don't go. It's a trap. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a fucking trap. Do not go. All they want to do is incite violence. That's SCOBO, SCOBO. It is on Facebook. Go report it.
Did you know that barbers need more training hours to start working than police do? That would be funny if it wasn't true. Are you stunned? I was. What kind of world do we live in when you need more training time to use a curling iron than to use a gun? 6 years ago, I made a video called Same Story. I mean, the names in the cities changed, but it's the same story. They say he was unarmed, not a gun or a knife, yet the cop felt it right to end his life. That was 6 years ago. And today it's the same story. I'm no prophet, Nostradamus, nor did I make a gamble. I just know these reruns will keep happening because the world is stuck. On the same channel. I don't need to see Annalise and How to Get Away with Murder because cops do that every day. Just think about the countless people who don't make it home, who aren't known, because they weren't lucky enough to have those crimes recorded with an iPhone. Listen, we can march, protest, pray, and post, and that's good, we should. But it won't solve this. Racism runs deep. Just Google the doll test. This is gonna keep happening until we realize there's no place for bad apples in a career that's life or death. Chris Rock said it best. That's like an airline saying, some of our pilots like to land, but some of the bad apples, they like to crash, and that's something we just have to accept. No, so ain't no moving on until we get caring people with quality training wearing these blue uniforms. Don't you get it? The country of Finland went from the bottom in education to the top within a few years. Want to know how they did it? They made teaching a prestigious career. They said you have to have a master's degree to be a teacher. Well, we must do the same thing here. Being a cop is not a prestigious career. That's clear, and I don't mean to be a cynic, but a cop told me once that you get officer of the month if you write the most tickets. To all the police out there, listen, you have the right to remain silent for 1 minute. Give me your undivided, just for this part. Do not let the metal in that badge block the energy of your heart. I know your world is gloomy. You see people at their ugliest, so I imagine it is hard to see their beauty. The only problem is, this is your duty. You signed up for this job, and out of respect, you do not get to step on the necks, nor the human rights of the people you swore to protect. Liberty and justice for all means every color. There's no escaping it, no running away from it. If a person's skin is seen as a weapon,
an innocent little girl got pepper sprayed in the face today by a cop at the protest that I attended today in Seattle. An innocent little girl. And that story is being spread all over social media, and I'm seeing all of these comments saying, well, she never should have been there. What do you mean? It's an American right to assemble. Everyone has that right. First of all, nothing was happening at the time. It was a peaceful protest. And second, with you saying that she never should have been there at a protest with cops, then you're aware that cops are dangerous to innocent people. And that's the whole reason why we were there. And lastly, why are you blaming the little girl or the parent that brought her there? That's the issue. Americans love addressing the wrong things. Americans love blaming the victim for putting themselves in a situation and then never address the actual situation or the problem. Because not one comment addressed the cop that did it in the first place.
I've seen a lot of misinformation about Anonymous, so I did some research in hopes of informing y'all. And before we start, remember to comment for the algorithm, because TikTok is shadow banning me, of course. We all know that Anonymous is a hacktivist organization that fights against injustices. But what you don't know is that technically that statement is wrong because there is no anonymous organization. When asked how to join Anonymous, Anonymous reported that nobody could join Anonymous because there is no Anonymous to join. It is not a group. It's not a cult, it's not a religion. They don't even really believe in good or bad. They don't have a set ideology. They just fight for justice. In reality, none of them even know each other. Hence the name Anonymous. Secondly, a lot of y'all have been saying that people are pretending to be anonymous. But that's not true, because Anonymous is not one person, not even a group. They are not a they, them, me, I, or it. They are just there. So the people claiming to be anonymous on multiple platforms could very well be anonymous. Anonymous isn't just hackers. They're people who walk among you in everyday life, fighting against injustice. Technically, you could join Anonymous right now. All you have to do is believe in their mission statement. Because you can't join Anonymous. They're legion, they're many, they're among you, and technically you could join.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me that a group of hacktivists, Anonymous, is just gonna expose the government like that? I'm so fucking excited. And the Bloods and the Crips are protesting together. Oh, baby. Baby. We're about to start a revolution. A motherfucking revolution. Wow. Wow. Peace never came peacefully, bitch. Wow. Period.
I really hope none of the protesters figure out that riot cops are like turtles, and if you grab the bottom of their riot shields and push up as fast as you can, it'll flip the riot cops on their backs and they won't be able to stand back up because the armor is too bulky and heavy, at which point the rioters, which I in no way condone, could begin kicking the ever-living shit out of the cops and break through their lines. I really hope people don't realize this, because that would be bad.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be called. Martin County Sheriff's Department.
Hi, I need to report an assault.
Okay, where did it occur at?
Standing Rock. They're innocent, unarmed people being attacked with water and militia-style police firing at point-blank range with high-powered mace on unarmed people. Who protects the people?
Ma'am, yeah, if there's police there, then it has
The police are the ones attacking innocent, unarmed people. So what do we do to stop the police literally hitting people at point-blank range in the face? People can lose eyes. People are going to get hypothermia. People could die. We have elders here. We have children here. We have all ages here. Nobody is armed except for the police. Who protects the people from the police?
Well, I guess if you want to put it up the chain of command, the next person to talk to would be the governor's office.
If you don't support Black Lives Matter, you can unfollow me. If you don't support immigrants and Native Americans, you can unfollow me. If you don't support gender equality, you can unfollow me. If you don't support the LGBTQ+ community and trans rights, you can unfollow me. And if you support Trump, unfollow me.
I might not be the same, but that's not important. No freedom till we're equal. Damn right I support it.
So this video is going to be a test, and if this test is failed by TikTok, y'all need to leave this app because it's part of this exact problem. So, Celespex just got his account banned. Dude would literally tell you your rights on a daily basis because it's your right to know your rights. He got his account banned for telling you something that you absolutely legally have the right to know. So since you couldn't get the information that you're legally allotted to, I'll give it to you. The United States government is currently passing a bill that will literally limit your freedom of speech on the internet. Take your First Amendment rights and just throw them in the trash. Why haven't you heard about this? Because they're keeping it quiet with the mass media so that it just gets passed. We have the right to vote on it, but nobody knows about it, so we can't vote on it if we don't know about it. He told everyone, he gets banned. So I just told everyone. So if my account gets taken away, Y'all need to jump off this app because it's part of the...
Stop tagging me. I'm up. As many of you have already seen, yes, it appears that Anonymous is actually back. The video you all have likely seen 1,000 times by now on Twitter and everywhere else, that's the latter half of the video. The first half of the video is much, much bigger. But for those of y'all that haven't seen it, Anonymous essentially declared, or so we believe to be Anonymous, that they're going to be airing out a lot of police officers' dirty laundry quickly. The video ends with "We are a legion, expect us." That's the Anonymous catchphrase, which is probably the scariest fucking thing on the internet. But if you're completely unaware of Anonymous, I'll break it down for you. Just sit back. It's not one lone dude in front of a computer. It's not some fat guy riddled with acne and a monster energy just fucking hacking Facebook pages. Anonymous is a group with power like governments. That V for Vendetta mask you saw, that's a logo. That is not a person. It is 1 million people, and we will never know who any of them are. These are the most elite hackers in the world, and when they put their crosshairs on somebody, it's over. Part 2. Breaking down Anonymous's return, part 2. The full video they released is on Twitter. It's 3 minutes and 35 seconds long. To start off, what is Anonymous, right? Well, they're a hacktivist organization. They're hacking activists. They press for the greater good of people, but they don't abide by borders, walls, or laws for that matter. They do what the fuck they want to do when they want to do it. They are responsible for a lot of the Epstein knowledge that we have. If any of you are old enough to remember Amanda Todd, the girl that killed herself because she was blackmailed online with naked pictures, they aired that motherfucker out. These are the kind of things Anonymous is responsible for. So technically they're good folk, but their ruthlessness is nothing to be fucked with. The video released last night is essentially Operation Death Eater. They announced they're going to be airing out all the dirty laundry on the Minneapolis Police Department, which is why the video was put onto the front page of their website, and then their website was DOSed and taken down. They don't fuck around. Every case that was closed a little bit too quickly, every shortcoming by an officer, that's all coming out. Breaking down the official return of Anonymous Part 3. Their full video is on Twitter. It's 3 minutes and 35 seconds long. Anonymous is the most powerful hacking organization that's ever existed. They have entered the Pentagon multiple times, they've attacked ISIS, and they have been gone for years, and now they're back. Their crosshairs are currently set on the Minneapolis Police Department, and they intend on airing that bitch out, and where they go next, we have no idea, but there are rumors that they intend on targeting the fucking president, so be looking for that. I highly encourage all of you to follow your Anon News on Twitter if you are interested in seeing what the hell is going on. If you want to dig deeper, use Tor, get the fucking onion and protect yourself, because what we're seeing right now is the deepest, darkest parts of the internet being in the public eye. This is like having 4chan on Channel 4 News. So be careful out there, because the internet is not as safe as Instagram and Snapchat make it look. Cheers, everybody.
I'm going to talk about this photo from Portland, Oregon right now, and you're going to fucking listen. Because the Portland, Oregon Police Force let a white supremacist group that calls themselves the Proud Boys peacefully protest less than a year ago. They gave them protection, they gave them a place to stand, they gave them a voice. Now, hours if not minutes after this photo was taken, they tear gassed these same protesters. They shot rubber bullets at them, and they're not letting them have a peaceful protest, yet they can let a white supremacist group have one. Now, even more, the day after this was taken, last night, the Proud Boys were back. The police did nothing. This white supremacist group came to Portland, Oregon to agitate protesters, and there's no news coverage. No one is talking about it. No one is talking about how this police bureau fully supports white supremacy and then hurts people protesting for Black lives. And I just, please share if you can. It's
Stop scrolling and listen. Right now, the United States government is working on a bill that would limit our ability to speech online, what we can say, what we can't say, things like that. One thing that we love so much about our country is that we aren't censored on the internet, and above that, that we are not, limited to what we can say. Our constitutional right to free speech, yeah, we can throw that out of the window. Why is nobody talking about this? Because with everything else going on, the government is keeping this away from main media so that it just gets passed, pushed under the rug. 2 accounts have already been banned for posting about this, so thought that I'd bring it up.